Welcome to the Church of Thomas. Herd immunity, 11-4-11. Recently there's been a lot of coverage about the idea that vaccinations can cause other problems. And the thing is that most people don't remember what it is that illnesses used to take away from people. Their children, their health, their ability to move. There is a form of immunity called herd immunity. And this is important because it means that when there are enough people who are vaccinated in a community, it means that the people who are not able to be vaccinated will still be protected because everyone around them who could give them the disease has been immunized. An example of this would be babies that are too young to get vaccinations and people who are immune compromised, the elderly, and other people that just cannot take the vaccinations. The problem is that there's been a lot of media coverage about how vaccinations cause illness. And all of these documents that have been touted as the proof have been discounted, and basically the guy has been thrown out of the medical profession because of it. But the fearmongers are still pushing this as a problem. The biggest thing that has happened because of this is that massive amounts of people are refusing to get their children vaccinated. Right now, we're sitting at about 25% unvaccinated individuals. This is a problem because now there are huge flare-ups of diseases. Measles has been killing people again. It didn't kill anybody for 25 years. So I guess everybody forgot you could get killed by stuff like this. In the U.S., measles alone, and we're not counting all the other childhood diseases or other things you can get vaccinated for, used to kill between 3,000 and 5,000 people a year. 100,000 people would get hospitalized every year. And 30% of the people who got the disease of measles would have complications. Now, we're not talking about, oh, well, it lasted a little longer, you have some small thing. We're talking pneumonia, seizures, and brain inflammation. All of these things are creating a global health problem, because if people don't get immunized, we're going to go backwards in time where children start dying of these diseases again. And not just children, but people with transplants, people with immune compromised, elderly that can't get the vaccinations, and young children who, by no fault of their own, have a sibling that didn't get vaccinated. It doesn't necessarily have to be in families. It could be some kid who is in the first stages of measles. It takes about 36 hours for measles from the time it's contracted to the time you start showing the little red spots and the high fever, but you're still contagious. What if they go to a grocery store or a sporting event or a school, daycare center? Before you know it, you have multiple people who have this, and what happens if enough of these people are not vaccinated? It's important for everyone to understand that technology in the form of vaccinations has saved lives. It has saved suffering, and it has saved complications that can ruin people's lives. People are putting a stress on a risk that is unproven, and even if it were proven, is a lot better than the results of not getting immunized. God bless the whole world, no exceptions.